I have a picture here. Well, actually, I have 6 pictures here of an interesting little protein called the sodium potassium pump. It uses ATP and active transport to maintain the sodium potassium gradients in your cells. Sodium is in high concentrations outside your cells, and potassium is in high concentration inside your cells. Unfortunately, because of these gradients, the ions will leak out of and into the cells, trying to make a homogeneous mixture. The pump, it basically puts the ions back into their correct location. So the ions leak, the pump puts them back. Let's label these pictures here to tell a story. What we have is a cell, a specific part of a cell. Let me draw a cell for you. Here's a cell. And we're looking at a specific part of a cell with the cell membrane and the sodium and potassium pump. Let's put some sodium cations on the outside of this cell, and let's put not as many in the cytosol. So we've made a gradient. And what we see is that these cations, they will leak into the cell, and the sodium potassium pump will load up 3 sodium cations and actively transport them against the gradient back into the interstitial fluids. The bottom pictures here also tell a story, but not left to right, right to left. Potassium is in high concentration inside your cells in the cytosol and is in not as much concentration in the outside or interstitial fluids. And that means that these potassium cations leak out of the cell. And although we have and then the sodium potassium pump, what it does is it loads up 2 potassium cations and it transports them back into the inside of the cell, back to where they're supposed to be. And although we have 6 different pictures here, the pump does all of this in one fell swoop. It's one action, and the 5 ions move at the same time. But you can see from this picture that when the pump uses one ATP molecule, it moves 3 sodium cations per every 2 potassium cations. Why the disproportion? Because the sodium cations, they leak a lot faster than the potassium cations. They actually leak as every 3 sodium cations leak into the cell, 2 potassium cations leak out. And so the pump deals with that disproportion and also puts them back in that proportion.